All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Jalen Williams.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. They've got Luka Doncic, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Doncic. And there's the drive. And Doncic with the jam.
I'll tell you, the footwork of Luka on his drives is really something to behold.
Here's Dort. Off with the layup. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Dagnall. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Now here's Holmgren. To the inside. Here's Williams. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Vanderbilt with a screen. Here's Doncic. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Gilgeous-Alexander against James.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Hayes with a screen. Finney-Smith passes to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Williams from long range. Williams can't get that one to fall. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Doncic against Dort. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by James. Doncic has got his second basket on the night.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Comes up empty down low. Thunder trail by 6. Williams from long range sinks the tray. Williams has got 5. We're excited to be here for opening day tip-off, Doris. It feels like the league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, BA, absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
So it's Oklahoma City now, after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. And stolen by Vanderbilt. It's James with the drive. And slam dunk by James.
I mean, the power of the driving ability of LeBron James is something that must strike fear into the defense.
Fires it. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Dort against Doncic. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Hartenstein. It's blocked. James against Dort. James, left side. And here's Doncic outside. The Thunder pull it in. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Here's Finney Smith. Out to James. Vanderbilt, a screen on Holmgren. Let's go with a 3. And it's James with the 3. James has got 7.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. They've got Hayes, LeBron James out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
James outside. Williams against Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. Vanderbilt, a screen on Dort. Here's Doncic. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his leg frame. With aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Lenz checked in for Hayes. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure. They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Finney Smith inside. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. James inside. Holmgren's there. And it's James with the jam.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
Out to the right wing. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
It's both from the stripe. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Luka on the attack.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
James with the ball, now guarded by Holmgren. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they were incredibly accurate on free throws last season. They are an organization that doesn't neglect an important part of the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Doncic. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. James, a screen on Dort. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. And here's James. Kicks it to Doncic. Back to James. Over Dort. The shot by James, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Williams. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Finney Smith. Pass to James. Hayes with a screen on Holmgren. Clock at 6. James attacking. And it's James with the jam.
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Here's Doncic. And the layup is good off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
23 seconds left in the second quarter.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. The teardrop and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Lakers on top. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You can see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
And now, not a bad. And that is going to do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Isaiah Joe is out there with Casey Wallace. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Williams, and it's Williams in at the power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Joe, and he hits it to tie the game. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
And Shake Milton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Joe, the pass to Caruso. Inside, here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
The kick out to Milton. Cuts off the pass. Joe, the pass to Williams. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And it's Hachimura missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
So they take the lead. Williams has got his first basket.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
The kick out to Milton. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Outside Joe. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Lakers. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Reeves. Hachimura outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Reeves. Out to Hachimura. From downtown. The shot, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Joe. He gets it in there. Joe's got 5.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Outside Milton. Outside Reeves. Hachimura sets a screen. Shot is good by Reeves.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Reeves. Pass to Goodwin. Reeves with a screen on Caruso. Goodwin passes to Reeves. Counted. 6 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Williams, a screen on Milton. 44 seconds left in the third. Joe misses. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Knocks down the triple.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. They jump out on the break. Milton for three. Doesn't go for him. Milton with a steal. Here's Reeves. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket. And he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. Then there's James. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Holmgren. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 7. James finds Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James outside. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. Dort grabs the miss. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been good. Around 52% from the field. Holmgren with a screen on Doncic. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Here's James. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves spotting away shots just like this. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Nifty move. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, BA. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Vanderbilt. Doncic against Williams. Back to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Hartenstein. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Thunder trail by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Dort against Doncic. Outside Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside, Williams. He buries it from 3. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Doncic against Dort. Doncic outside. James outside. LeBron with a... Oh! Huge slam by LeBron!
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs. SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Kicks it to Doncic. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. The shot by Dort, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. James against Holmgren. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. That would have tied it. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. James deciding where to go with it.
Oklahoma City foul. Gilgeous-Alexander. Third personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
LeBron James.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Cash! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Doncic. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from 3-point range. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, their only hope is for somebody to hit a three-pointer and get fouled for it and one. I'd be surprised if there's a defender anywhere in the vicinity of a three-point attempt.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie.
Oh, say does that.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this. Important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. A drive by Booker, and he banks in the layup. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Durant trying to break free. No good from Booker. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board, and if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Now Williams, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not what you want to leave open. And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's Booker, following the score by Oklahoma City. Basket counts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Booker.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
There's Williams with the 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The Suns leading.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, KD. Here's Richards. He's defended by Hartenstein. And that one's good, Richards.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to George. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Williams. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Holmgren. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
And he's good on the second. Suns leading by 3. It's stolen by Jordan. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And there's the lay-in. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And here is Beal. Still scoreless. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against O'Neal. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Devin Booker. First personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
KD, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. With 2 seconds left, and the rejection by Holmgren. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He totaled 14 points in the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And also, guys, they're out-hustling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. O'Neal is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Booker. Nice defense from George.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes, and after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there, but whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times, but that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, He won't actually get dunked on 10 straight time. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's another look. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dort against Beal. They set the pick. Pass to O'Neal. Durant with it. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by O'Neal.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Booker draws the double. O'Neal passes to Durant. And Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. At this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In third, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Here's the floater. Booker, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Thunder.
And coming in as a four-spacing 2-guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Booker against Dort. Durant with a screen on Dort. Releases. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The trend they've got to be pleased about is how many more assists he's been racking up. He's developed a pass-first mentality, and as well as he's been dishing it, that's a very good sign. All the guys around him are loving playing with him with the way things are going.
Beal with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Williams with the steal. Pass to Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Dort's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Beal against Gilgeous-Alexander. His first shot coming late. Beal can't get it to go.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Beal against Holmgren. No good off the back of the rim. Suns trail by 12. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Dort.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Get ready.
It'll be the Wizards out at Capital One Arena against the Kings. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Suns.
Yeah, they are defensive effort.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
They've got Isaiah Joe. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Williams at the 5. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. On the free throw, no good. The Thunder leading by 15. Here's Joe. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry, not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. To the inside, Williams. Rebound by the Suns. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Over to the wing. Here's Iguodaro, defended by Caruso. Here's Martin. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Assisted by...
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Suns foul. Iguodaro. First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. On the wing, Williams. Ball covering, and the foul called on Kenrich Williams. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns trail by 15. Now Allen. No scoring in this one. And Allen with the slam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Williams finds Joe. Williams, a screen on Allen. Joe passes to Williams. Clock at 6. Joe with it. He's against Allen. Joe, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Caruso against Dunn. And it's Wiggins missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had for three.
In the corner, it's Martin. Nice D from Williams.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They get it again. Here's Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one is on Bull.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Bull. Over Williams. And again, it's the Suns missing. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Joe passes to Williams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so Allen will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Poked loose. Caruso with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Williams has a screen for Caruso. From downtown, knocks down the three ball. Caruso's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And Allen launches it from deep. They can't stop the run with that one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Joe with it. He's got 5. Williams, a screen on Allen. Here's Joe. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Martin inside. Defended by Caruso. Here's Dunn. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Joe. And so it's Oklahoma City controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead from the field. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Outside, Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. O'Neal inside, working on Williams. Richards. It's good on the putback. Richards got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 21.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The drive by Booker makes it off the glass. Booker's got 19 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 feet out. Outside, Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns trail by 19. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker against Dort. Booker no good. The Thunder leading by 17. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Here's Booker driving inside. And the dunk by Booker.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Rebound by Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 22 is their biggest lead. Three-pointer. The rebound by Richards.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And then Durant with the jam.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Suns. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. Oh, good with the triple. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's an 18-point lead. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Booker is screen on George. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Second team foul.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this.
And it's all. Opening night. Great to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, BA. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Booker looking around. On the take. Rejected by James. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Here's Booker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And Doncic with the jam.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Hayes misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Booker against Doncic. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic with the jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
He talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we've got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him, trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker. That's the name of the game here, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Durant, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Durant. Here's the 3. Richards. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers trail. Finney-Smith with it. Beal picks him up. Out to James. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And slam dunked by James.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Here's Doncic. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Pass to Vanderbilt. And there's a pick. Takes it inside, and he makes it on the layup. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Durant, the pass to Booker. Back to Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here is James. Doncic, a screen on Durant. Here's James. Back to Finney-Smith. Just 3 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
Just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Booker, good.
3-point.
Booker against Doncic. James, a screen on Booker. Doncic passes to James. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Luka Doncic, then there's Jackson Hayes, and it's James in a 2-guard. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Lakers trail by 6. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And so it's Phoenix with it. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Outside O'Neal. Screen by Durant. The 3-ball. O'Neal misses. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 4. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Booker. We saw him with 39 points last game. And no good. The dry spell continues. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Doncic. Out to James. And James throws it down.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
It's Beal on the wing. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Finney Smith. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
Battling and doing work down low. The King, that motor still running good.
Booker goes in. The kick to Durant. Pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Crafty move. And Booker with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now, here is James. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Fires in the triple.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Doncic against Beal. From inside. And that's off the glass and in. Beal's gotten his second bucket of the game.
His position might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
Doncic against Booker. And he lobs it up. And slam dunk by James.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
You got that right.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
Now here's Beal. Left side Durant. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hayes. Outside Vanderbilt. James outside. Doncic on the wing. Doncic on the take. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 6. Outside Booker. Here goes Booker, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Vanderbilt off the drive. Yep, that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 8.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that. Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half.
And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
They needed that boost going into halftime. They were...
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the...
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
And now we get to check out the top performers. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing. Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. We've got Bol, also Cody Martin out there, and it's done in at the 2. Here's Goodwin. He's guarded by Martin. Knocked loose. And the Suns pushing it up now. Drops in the layup for 2. Martin's got his first points of the game.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Koloko, he's checked in for Hachimura. Now here's Dunn, tightly guarded. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Dunn's got his first 2 points of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh. Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Reeves with the ball. Martin picks him up. Martin against Reeves. 6 to shoot, and he drives in. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Well, there's a flow that's just nice when you watch Reeves play. Smooth on that drive right there.
Allen against Milton. Allen, the pass to Dunn. Soft touch off the glass. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Milton. And he gets that one.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Suns trail by 3. Allen outside. Down low. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
What a move by Bull. Taking the foul, but staying focused to finish the play.
We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Reeves, the pass to Milton. Fires from deep. There's the triple. And it's Martin with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Dunn's shot is good.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. And here we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best three-point shooters. And you look at Allen, he is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage.
Distance shooters are so accurate these days. It's a real honor to have topped that list.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Bull. Allen finds Bull. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Goodwin. Oh, it's blocked by Bull.
How are you even supposed to shoot over Bull? Insane length.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage. I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull.
Los Angeles ball.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Doncic passes to James. Shot clock at 6. And it's James with the jam.
Weight room muscle on.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, LeBron James.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
For 3, Allen knocks down the long J. Allen's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic passes to James. The 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
That's a big turnaround right there. LeBron answering right back with the 3. He knows momentum is in the balance, and he wants it to swing his way.
For 3, Allen. That shot missing. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Phoenix. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. And there's James from the arc. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Outside for Booker. James with the block.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in, shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
Vanderbilt, the pass to Hayes. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
First team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Doncic into the lane, and Doncic with the jam.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
That shot is good by O'Neal. And the Suns lead by 1. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Out to James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Booker against Doncic. It's Booker on the wing. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
And Doncic, here we go.
Team foul, Nick Richards. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from Doncic.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Beal outside. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Yep, count it.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Doncic against Booker. Doncic feeling it out a bit. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And so it's the Lakers with it. And stolen by Durant.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
It's stolen by Doncic. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. James passes to Doncic. James, a screen on Booker. Here's Doncic. In the paint. Luka
does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
On the wing, Durant. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Durant owning the inside.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
James, a screen on Booker. Out to James. Pass to Finney-Smith. And he dunks it down.
Finney-Smith, known as a utility guy, value utility guy, but I tell you what, he showed us there. He's ready and willing and able to make the big bucket, too.
Vanderbilt against Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Durant inside, guarded by Vanderbilt. Yes!
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
That's his first personal foul. 5th team foul.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
LeBron James.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Outside Booker. Richards, the pass to O'Neal. 6 to shoot from behind the arc. Durant, no good. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Going inside. Good!
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
You know, they actually could go for the 3 and the win here, but I think they probably play it conservative and try to send this game into overtime.
Now into the lineup, your Lakers. Number 10, Christian.
The 3, Durant. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Isaiah Hartenstein.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the point. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That free throw missing. All right, Brent, a fresh season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. With the drive, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. James sets the screen for Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Now Hayes, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's LeBron. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Shoots. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Kicks it out to James. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Dort against Doncic. Out to the wing. Finney-Smith finds Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Williams. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Dort against Doncic. To the middle, taken away by Williams. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here's James. His last outing, 16 points for him. Back to Doncic. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time. This quarter belongs to them, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. It's up a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's LeBron James. And it's Koloko in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now, here's Doncic. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Doncic has got 7.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Lakers trail by 4. On the wing, Doncic. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from LeBron.
And LeBron's still a force inside. Size, athleticism, it's all still there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron outside. And the Lakers with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it. But Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after LeBron James hitting the three. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining.
6 to shoot. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Hayes on him. Outside, Dort. Now, here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot by Williams, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw good, LeBron. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go, James heading to the hoop and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, James. He's guarded by Williams. Doncic against Williams. Hayes the pass to LeBron. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Bulls. Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
They're making room for the big guy. I like Holmgren calling for help so he can find his shot.
Screen by James. For 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, hit. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Check it out, Los Angeles. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start. And that is it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Aaron Wiggins. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. And it's Williams at the 4 spot. That's a good one. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Reeves outside. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Joe passes to Williams. Misses in close.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC. Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
For the lead, here's Milton. Reeves outside. Hachimura with a screen on Caruso. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Milton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Caruso, the pass to Williams. And it's in there. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now here's Milton. Covered by Joe. Pass to Reeves. Now Hachimura. Back to Reeves. And the 3 off target. The Thunder with the lead. Left side Williams. Outside Williams. Picked him clean. Williams against Hachimura. Pass to Goodwin. And there's the drive. Rebound by Williams.
Well, the D's so tight on him, and makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Joe with it. Nothing on the board. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Caruso. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
They get it back. Reeves outside. Back to Milton. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knocked away. It's stolen by Milton. For the lead. Pass to Goodwin. Shot clock at 5. Reeves outside. Over Wiggins. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Knocks it loose. And now a fast break for the Thunder. The Thunder have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0-2 so far. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
And so Caruso nails both of them. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Milton. Covered by Joe. 2 points. That one goes. Here's Joe. Hasn't made one yet. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a screen by Williams on the high post, and the shot is good. Joe's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Thunder lead by... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's LeBron in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
LeBron outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. Told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being impressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 9 points for Luka Doncic.
When LeBron came into the league, we knew he was authentically more a playmaker than a scorer. So whatever way it takes to get his team to get points, LBJ is good with it.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
The Thunder leading by 6. And now a fast break for the Thunder.
And that's really quick processing by Dort, putting him in prime position, making him the go-to option on the break.
Now, Finney-Smith. Off target from 3-point range. There is Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And Williams just turning on the Jets that time, blowing by him for the jam.
James fires from way outside. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Williams, that's good.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer and some very quick points for him on that possession. LeBron's got 22.
And another great performance here from LeBron on the offensive end. Man, that is the norm.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Up top, Dort, guarded by Doncic. Dort misses.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Good on the three-point shot. And the Thunder lead by 13.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
When you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. That one doesn't go. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
Like this, it's interesting to see the improvement and new skills players have picked up over the offseason, Doris.
BA, it really is, because yes, do the players take a brief respite? Unequivocally. You've got to get your body right and get your mind back and rejuvenated. But the fact is, for most NBA players, this is a 365-day commitment. They are working on shooting, conditioning, skill development. There is very little time off for these guys.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively, so I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. So it's an underrated advantage, BA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Now here's Booker. We saw him with 39 points last game. Beal outside. Takes the 3. Dort grabs the miss. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Here's Bull, rejected by Holmgren, and he's able to get it back. Here's Richards. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Booker's got 5 points.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul so far. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Now here's Durant. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house.
And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Hartenstein, no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
They get the rebound. Out to Beal. Outside Bull. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Durant. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. So it's Oklahoma City now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Here's Booker after the basket by Oklahoma City. Off the mark there with a three. 24 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Booker, the pass to Bowl. With 4 on the clock. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting locked. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Bol Bol. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Thunder leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And it's Shea hitting the 3.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 14 points.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a solid outing against Chicago. And he makes it. And the Thunder lead by 10.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Booker on the take. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Dort. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Suns trail by 12. The 12th overall pick in 2022. Jalen Williams. What a find by the Thunder Doors.
This is so exciting for this organization because even though J-Dub went to a mid-major school, wasn't a big high school recruit, he ended up being second in Rookie of the Year voting. He's getting better and better. He has got an unbelievable future.
Williams from long range. The rebound by Devin Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Beal from outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 24 points for him. Here's SGA and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Outside Booker. Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Booker's got 17 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
A nice shot by Richards. Richards has got his second basket of the night.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Booker. With the teardrop. Pretty shot from Booker.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. It's deflected. Durant with it. Lets it go from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Durant with a screen on Dort. And he's going for the oop. Durant finishes off the lob.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. We'll be back in a moment.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Phoenix Suns. That does it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Aaron Wiggins out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Joe in at the 1. And he can't hit the second. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Wiggins, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Done. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
He hits the second from the line. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Caruso. Back to Joe. And the layup falls. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Back to Martin. Three-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Outside Joe. Williams, a screen on Allen. Here's Joe. Drops in the three. Joe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Do not give Isaiah Joe a window for three-point baskets. He will take them.
Here's Allen. Banked it in off the glass.
Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Thunder leading by 11. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris. Grayson Allen can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Williams, a screen on Allen. Joe, pass to Williams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. To the middle. Wiggins passes to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Phoenix grabs the miss. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Martin outside. Dunn outside. Clock at 6. Into the lane. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Williams. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Williams into the lane. Basket's good. And the Thunder lead by 13.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here's Allen. Defense right on him.
Thunder foul. Kenrich Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:07 left in the third quarter here. Allen on the wing. Covered by Joe. Just 4 to shoot. Dunn. The pass to Allen. Phoenix no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Inside. 40 seconds left in the third. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Allen's got 6 here in the quarter. Oklahoma City has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Outside Joe. Williams, a screen on Allen. Here's Joe. Here's Williams. Second chance shot. Williams misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Iguodaro. And he throws it down with one hand.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol Bol. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
For 3, Booker. The Thunder pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Beal against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Durant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Durant. 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Suns trail by 9. Here's Beal, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
We can talk about all the things that Bradley Beal brings to the table on the offensive end, and in this instance, he simply draws contact. Beautifully done.
Taking 2 shots.
And Beal drops them both. So it's Oklahoma City now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Durant. And they're running. Ooh, Booker finishing in the open court.
Oh, terrific body control. Booker gets hit on the drive, stays on balance to complete the play.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped. Beal surveying the D. Durant with a screen on Williams. Beal goes in. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside Durant. Puts the move on. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Also, they... Oh! Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
Booker against Dort. There's a screen by Bol. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, you just get to your spot and rise and fire. The confident pull-up from Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside Bol. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And he banks in the layup. Bol's got his first 2 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. Durant inside, working on Williams. That's good from Durant on the assist from Bol.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers is in the balance.
Hartenstein with a screen on Booker. Puts it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36 points.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Williams against Durant. Hartenstein pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein with a screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Such a wide open look.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. That's just a great shot by a great scorer. Bradley Beal in the house.
Dort, the pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the three fly. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here.
That's the end
and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA,
Coming to you live on... Now, here's a look at the last few months of assist numbers for Austin Reed.
He hasn't been nearly as effective a passer these past few months, and that's unfortunate because when he's passing it well and the assists are coming, he is a much more complete player. It's something he has to be thinking about.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's James. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Lakers making a change here. Coloco's checked in. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Now, here's Doncic. Good, nice job down low.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Doncic missing. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Bucks. And that one is hammered home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Durant. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Hayes. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Out to a hot start, 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
Pass to James. Durant with the steal. The finish. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to LeBron. Doncic with a screen on KD. And finished off by LeBron.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. And Beal kicks to KD. Vanderbilt with the block. Clock is at 3. Here's Booker, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And let's check out stats for James. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. And it's sent back by KD.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Bull sends it back. And stolen by LeBron. 6-second difference between the shot and the game clock.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
KD on the wing. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Beal. Shot clock at 6. And he recovers it. Back to Durant. Fires from deep. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Hayes. Doncic out there with James. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Koloko in at the power forward position. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report.
It's the determination from Booker that just can't be matched.
And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
Beal gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. Beal's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
James, a screen on Booker. To halt the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First one falls for him. And as disappointing as the Suns. First round exit was last year, RJ. This team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Booker with no one around. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 13.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker up top. He's got 13. And the dunk by Booker.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
From deep LeBron, that one, no good.
And sometimes on defense, we could just get lucky.
Here's Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they have it
in the first half. 2 minutes.
The kick out to LeBron. Back to Doncic. Lots of room. Connects. The jumper drops. And that's 13 points for Luka Doncic.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Booker on the move. And the dunk by Booker.
He's hitting on all cylinders. Booker takes off and never looks back.
And a deep three from Doncic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Beal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant against Doncic. Left side Durant. Pass to Richards. Rebound the Lakers.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
James connects from deep.
And that's the improvement of his game. You gotta guard Braun close at the perimeter. He can be so efficient from out there.
KD sets the pick for Beal. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Doncic passes to LeBron. James, a screen on Booker. Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Vanderbilt against Durant. Outside, Beal. Jacks up a three. He doesn't hit that one.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from James.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Ever since Booker made his trip to the finals, he's become much more than an elite shooter. He stepped his game up 5 more levels. His confidence.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's... And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Royce O'Neal. Martin is out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Dunn, and it's Iguodala in at the 5 spot. On defense, the Lakers. 4-point game.
Lakers foul. Goodwin. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Martin finds O'Neal. Fires the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal's.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Finney Smith passes to Hachimura. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Outside, O'Neal. Pass to Iguodala. Suns moving the ball around. Done outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Lakers ball.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Suns 5th.
They ran a great system last year that put a priority on creating high-quality looks from deep, and it made them the best three-point shooting team in the league.
Reeves the pass to Finney Smith. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside O'Neal. Allen for the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yep, that one goes. Reeves has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not just a jump shooter, Reeves is also skilled at converting in close.
Back to Dunn. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And stolen by Dunn. Allen with it. Defended by Reeves. Allen surveying the D. Stolen by Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith. Hachimura the screen. To the left side wing. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Slicing his way inside. I like seeing Hachimura put it on the deck and capitalize.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Good season for him last year. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency. That's the kind of three-point efficiency you want. Clock at 6. Here's Martin. Banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 2.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Got a piece of it. Run against Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
O'Neal on the wing. Finney-Smith defending. Clock at 4. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Allen's got 4 this quarter. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Just so skilled in that screen and roll. I like watching Reeves break down the defense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pick. Reeves against Allen. A rebound by the Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Goodwin. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's all tied in Phoenix. And time to step aside. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Goodwin. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Booker. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. The Lakers trail. And Hayes kicks to Doncic. Luka on the move. And Doncic throws it down.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Ball dishes to Booker. Pass to Beal. Booker against LeBron. Front pass the arc. No good from Booker. Lakers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. LeBron James on the wing. What a thing of beauty from James.
Okay, wow, old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Phoenix no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's LeBron. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Booker fighting from way outside. Again, the miss by Booker.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
The drive by Doncic. LeBron outside. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Beal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
He's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
LeBron is screen on Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to LeBron. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Oh my gosh, LeBron James just hitting a huge bucket. No one has done it more for longer than LeBron James.
Here's Booker. The Lakers with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here is Doncic. LeBron outside. Can't hit from in close. Suns trail by 4. Beal finds KD. Tries again. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Doncic powers it home.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over it, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Booker against Doncic. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No one near James as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. LeBron's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. steal from deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Vanderbilt the pass to Doncic. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony,